Hi guys, I felt like coming on here and talking to you guys pretty casually about my favorite products at the moment. So I came up with my favorite 10 and we're starting off with a couple lipsticks. The first one is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and this is the Rimmel lipstick in First Class Nude. This is a really creamy, neutral nude lipstick, and I can wear this with any type of makeup look, and it just looks so good, and it will not make your lips look dry at all. If that's an issue that you have with nude lipsticks, I really recommend this one. This next one is a little harder to pull off because it's a bit chalkier, but I still really like it. It is MAC Fleshpot, and it's also a bit pinkier. So I swatched them side by side, and this is Fleshpot. So again, it's a bit pinkier, a little lighter, and this one is very neutral, which is First Class Nude by Rimmel. When I wear this, I will dab it on my lips with my fingers, which is what I usually do with my nude lipsticks anyway. You guys know that, but I really dab it on with this because it can be way too intense if you just decide to swipe it on, and it also depends on your skin tone. This is also a good lipstick if you want to just lighten the middle part of your lip to make it more of an ombre effect and make your lips look a bit fuller. I can do that right now, and it makes it look a little lighter. But the formula itself is, again, a bit chalkier, but I still like working with it as long as you're careful. Now for concealer, I had no expectations for it, and it just blew me away. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer, and I use it in the shade Ivory. I use it under my eyes, and it's so extremely creamy, blends beautifully, no fuss whatsoever, and it just helps really cover up anything under your eyes. So again, it's creamy, it feels lightweight, but it's really nice coverage, and I think it's one of the best concealers I've used from the drugstore. I think I even like this more than the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is probably my favorite drugstore concealer. This is like my new favorite. It is so good. And if you want to see this in action, I used it in my video about the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. This was another surprise for me. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Contouring Palette. Again, had no expectations, but it was a contouring palette that you can get for, I think, $4. I got it at Walmart, and this contouring shade is amazing. This is what I'm using today, and it's still a bit warmer than my favorite, which is Cabana, but Cabana is of course so expensive for very little, and you get a lot of product in this. I don't really use this powder right here. It's a simple matte powder that you could use to set your under eye concealer or set the rest of your face with, but I have other powders that I prefer, and this is a little too pinky for me, but I've used it couple times, but I just really like the shade here. For $4, it's worth it just to get this powder. Wet n Wild has been really coming through for me lately, so I have two more products from them. This one is the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage Collection Shimmer Palette in Rose Champagne Glow. So we're all these colors together, and it doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look glittery. It's just a beautiful highlight that you can use on your cheeks after you apply blush to really make your blush look glowy, or you can put it on the tops of your cheekbones. It does have a little bit more of that pinky peachy tint to it, but I think it's a gorgeous everyday shade. And this third Wet n Wild product is one of my new holy grail items. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. And like everyone else says, this is not a bronzer. It is way too light to be a bronzer, but it's a beautiful glowy powder that I love using in all the areas where you just want your skin to look glowy. This is a little too subtle for me as a highlight, like just to use on the tops of my cheekbones, but I will take a little brush and sweep this just over my blush, and I will put a little bit up here too, down my nose, and it just makes your skin look so healthy, glowy, and youthful. If you've been wanting to try an Hourglass powder that will make your skin look really fresh and glowy, but you don't want to spend the money, this is the way to go. My next favorite is this 15 pan palette right here. It is the MAC Nordstrom Naturals palette that is exclusive to Nordstrom, and it has 15 of their most popular shades. This is a really good palette. It's $85, so it's pretty pricey, but because I don't have any MAC eyeshadows, I thought it was worth the investment, and now I love it. I grab for it a lot. This is my favorite eyeshadow from the palette. It is called Satin Taupe, and I use this a lot, but I'm not actually using it today. I did use this palette today, but not this shadow, but this is my favorite shadow. And for my nails, I've been all about the white polish lately, and this is the Milani Color Statement Nail Lacquer in Spotlight White. White nail polish seems so difficult to apply, but this one is great. I used 2 coats of this and some top coat, and it lasts me a long time. Like, it's been a week now since I've applied this polish, and it's been holding up pretty well. No chips or anything. I just need to redo them because they're kind of growing out, but on top, no chips. Love this polish. It makes your nails stand out without having a loud color, especially when you're at work and you just don't want to fuss with like bright colors, but you want your nails to pop. I think the white is great. And I recently mentioned this product in another video. This is the Sephora Instant Nail Polish Remover. This is my new favorite nail polish remover. It's a tub with a sponge in it, and you stick your fingers in, twirl it around. It takes like few seconds and your nail polish will come right off. People say that this is also great for glitter polish, which is great. I haven't been wearing glitter polish in a while, so I haven't tried it for that, but just for your regular nail polish, this instantly removes your nail polish, no fuss. It is a little bit more expensive than what you would get at the drugstore. For this little thing, it is $10, but I've been using it for at least a couple months and it's been holding up pretty well. And this last item I consider part of my skincare routine, and this is the Hobe Naturals Apricot or Apricot Kernel Oil. I say apricot, my boyfriend says apricot, but this is a great oil for the body. I don't use it on my face, just my body, and it really makes your skin feel moisturized without feeling greasy. I only apply this at night, and I love putting this on my hands before I go to sleep. It soaks into my skin really nicely at night before I go to bed, and especially because with my fingers, I wash my hands a lot and I use a lot of disinfectants like around the apartment. I like to clean the apartment and I don't really use gloves, which is bad, or I will be washing my makeup brushes and my hands get really dry, and I will instantly put this on and my skin feels great. My mom introduced me to it because her friend was using it, and I got it at the grocery store Sprouts, and you can probably find it at a lot of places, but it's a very nice oil that does not feel greasy. I always looked at oil as something that's way too greasy for me, especially because I'm an oily person and I just don't want that in my life, but this soaks in so nicely into the skin that it has really changed my perspective. It says it's also great for scaly or inflamed patches of skin, so I can't wait to use this in the winter, especially like in certain areas like down here. My elbows tend to get a little bit dry and scaly, so I will definitely be putting this on. And that's it for my beauty favorites at the moment, so let me know in the comments if you saw any of your favorites in this video or if you have any other recommendations. And also video recommendations, video requests, any of that, I would also love to read them, so give me a heads up in a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!